Hi, welcome to Unix Academy. This is Jyoti. In this video, I am going to tell you how can containers interact with one another in a pod. There are three ways to interact with one another in a pod. Now, the first way they can interact with a shared network. So, containers running in the same pod and share same network space. From the network perspective, if the two containers were running in the same host, they can access each other simply using localhost. If container 2 is listening on port 1234, then container 1 always communicate with container 2 simply by accessing localhost 1234, and that host should even port is not exposed to request anywhere outside of the pod itself. The container communicate each other on all ports in the context of the same pod. So that's only way container communicating in shared network. Another way is to use shared storage volume. So we can take a storage volume which contains some files on data, and we can actually mount that same volume to do different containers. They can both interact with the same files, so we can have one container output in files to the volume, other container will reading them. You can have both them reading and writing same files to the same volume. There is a lot of different ways that you can have containers in the same pods interact with each other using shared storage volume. The third way is used to shared process namespace. It allows the two containers to signal one another processes. In order to implement that, you have to add an attribute to your pod spec called shared process namespace. Inside that true. Once that is set to true, your container interact directly with another processes using a shared processes names. And the next thing is design patterns for multi-container pods. I have the diagram. There are three listed design patterns. We have sidecar pod, ambassador, adapter pods. This one is sidecar pod. Sidecar pod gets main container and sidecar container. The sidecar pattern uses a sidecar container that enhances or adds functionality to the main container in some way. For example, the sidecar containers that sync files from Git repository to the file system in the web server container. Essentially, we can use for automated deployments. You can have a web server serving static files, and that sidecar that say every 2 minutes checks for new versions of these files, that the files has been updated, pulls in the new files and pushes them into the file system of the main containers, so they have automatically updated without even having to restart or redeploy that containers. Let's go and talk about ambassador pod. Need a little bit more specific. Ambassador pod all about capturing network traffic. You can see in the diagram network traffic coming in, and it does not go directly to the main container. It goes to the ambassador first and then to the main container. So this ambassador container could be doing a variety of things to the traffic, could be transmitting the same way, the capturing data about some way. For one example of would be the ambassador container that listens on custom port and forward traffic to the main container on hand on hard coded port. So you have a container that has a hard coded port only listen a specific ports of legacy software, and port is not easily configurable, but you want to listen on different port. You can use an ambassador container easily solve that problem simply by forwarding a traffic from one port to another port. And a third common design pattern for multi-container pods is the adapter pod. An adapter pod is all about changing the output from the main containers. Whatever their output is, information going into a file or just simply console output, adapter containers transforms in change the output in some way in order to adapt it to some other type of system. So output coming from main container and the adapter container formatting and changing the output and then making the output available outside the pod or itself. So one of the common use cases for this is if you have log analyzer, something like Prometheus or Logstash, something like that, you can use that adapter container to apply specific formatting to these logs, allow them to allow them to be pushed or pulled some kind of external system. This is about the multi-container designs and how to interact multi-containers within a pod. Okay friends, subscribe my channel for further videos. If you have any queries, comment it. Thank you.